Yo, welcome. Bam. Another good morning. I see on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Always, like we say out here, it is your home of the best and most consistent and most trusted football tactical analysis over here on YouTube. You don't get it any better than you do get it here on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Of course, if not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, turn on notification and notification channel. Make sure that you do choose all. It is very, very imperative. So we choose all our notification turning them so that we are consistently anytime our content we are dropping. You are first to get it here on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Let us get straight into it. And right, yesterday we were a little bit unlucky on the betting front. After said 2 days ago we won. Yesterday we were a little bit unlucky, just 1 or 2 games I'm messing here. But then today again we go again over there. Of course, just go to the Fiifi Manfred social media handles. Even if you can't join the WhatsApp group, go to the Fiifi Manfred social media handles on Facebook, on Twitter. All the 2 slips are there ready for today and this morning on the betting conversation. So go there, enjoy some stakes and enjoy some wins of Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Of course, you have our analysis, you analyze the game, now money, and some good wins. Only get it here on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Today there's a lot to talk about. First of all, look at the table that is there. Last season table as after match day 11 and this season table after match day 11. Look at baby teams that notably Chelsea last season after match day 11 Chelsea the 10th position and throughout last season Chelsea have fluctuated from 10th 11th 10th 11th 10th 11th consistently, sometimes up to 12th 13th, and it was very, very worrying for the club. But this season after match day 11 Chelsea third. And that's the thing. Chelsea are joint in points with Arsenal. They are joint in points with Nottingham Forest, Brighton, and Hove Albion thereabout. But the catch, however, is simple. The rest of the games that are for Chelsea to play after the international break are games that are more manageable than the games that they played before the last international break. So the first fixture congestion at Chelsea were huge ones, were a little bit difficult in that regard. And let's say the next ones are going to be good. And there's a conversation of FC Barcelona almost Barcelona grand plan against the likes of the teams like Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, any other teams in Europe, Deco, Ekasa, and he made us know of Barcelona's grand plan. We'll do the analysis over there for you. Of course, last night there were a lot of games on the international scene. Enzo Fernandez got an assist. Vinicius Jr. missed Brazil's penalty kick, and of course, the world champions lost 2-0 against the Paraguay. Also, 2 defeats in a row for Lionel Messi. We'll speak about all of that over there. Of course, the likes of England, the Morocco share, which is very, very good for them. But they will go on and then have that conversation. On the foreign fronts, they will come and do the analysis of watching Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. Stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. It gets only better when you are here at Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. So last night, what a game. In the World Cup qualifying rounds now, my boy, South America area, Latin America, Argentina and Rap went to go and play in a huge game. I mean, it was a game that we expected to, although Argentina equal away to Paraguay, Argentina will get the win. And Rap, one of the things that are very, very interesting is sending Argentina for AUSU a branch of friend Enzo Fernandez. And now, social Argentina for the lineup now. It was a 4-1-2-1-2 and Argentina for the boy. 4-1-2-1-2. Omobo Abrante friend Enzo Fernandez as a deep line playmaker. He was played just behind the 2 midfielders now. Ombo Rodrigo De Paul and Omobo Abrante friend Enzo Fernandez Ewomase. Now, it was a game plan that for me did work a lot. Up top, there was Abrante Yefreno, Julian Alvarez, and Abrante friend Lautaro Martinez. Messi was at the tip or the apex of the diamond. What's supposed to be on the creative job for the Argentine national team, which is very, very important. You look at the game and you're a little bit excited about what Messi was going to give to the team. Of course, it also showed exactly Adia Abrante Enzo Fernandez the best position. Say Enzo Fernandez elbow match. He lost to play as a deep line playmaker, and then he was used at Argentina as a deep line playmaker, sitting behind the 2 midfielders, Rodrigo De Paul and the children, the Messi at the tip of the diamond, then having a branch here, your friend Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez leading the lines for them. And Argentina went into that game against Paraguay, hoping said they could go ahead and then get that win, but it did not happen. Argentina, Elusiba, Abrante friend Enzo Fernandez really did play well. he was one of the best players of the game, especially in Argentine shirt. And Argentina for lose by 2-1. In fact, Argentina for goal almost share, it was assisted by Brantia Yefreno Enzo Fernandez. Assisted goal. Lautaro Martinez share goal and Brantia Freno Enzo Fernandez and assisted goal for Tima Yefreno Argentina, which is a huge one. Of course, still in the South American qualifiers now. If you look at the standings, many games on boy and now Ecuador elbow game also in the South American qualifiers by Branche Freno, Moises Caicedo and Mobi because no suspension. That will give him, so Moises Caicedo did not play for Ecuador because he had a suspension around his neck and he couldn't play in such a game. And then of course there were other games that went on. Of course the big one was the Brazil game that went on. Brazil playing against Team Friend in Venezuela. And Brazil playing against Venezuela. Very, very difficult place to go and play in South America. When you go away to go and play against Venezuela, Venezuela are not an easy team at all to play against. Away against them. Venezuela had a red card, but then still Brazil cannot win match. And they 1-1 was a Rafinha free kick, and on Brazil for a shade. And later, Venezuela for a take on a branch of Vinicius Jr. had a penalty. He couldn't convert penalty, or in fact, even the rebound also came. He couldn't convert. So Ukofo because it's a Vinicius Madrid on Shedan time performing. But now you watch the game and you realize that he made very, very good incursions, created good chances for Brazil and then the Brazilians could not convert. That's why maybe his numbers are low because even when he plays above and beyond, above himself, sometimes some of the other players are not really up to speed to make sure that they convert the chances that he created for them. So yesterday, Brazil did drop points, Argentina did lose, Ecuador also saved. That was South America. That's with respect to the South American games that come. But for me, I was very, very excited about sending Argentina for coach Lionel Scaloni. AUC Abrantia Enzo Fernandez. It was important. And against Paraguay, Enzo Fernandez, 1 assist, 91% pass accuracy, 8/10 successful long balls, 100% successful dribbles, 6/10 ground duels won, and then 4 tackles. It was important in terms of controlling the game. Enzo Fernandez was that guy that went on. In fact, before the South American games, there were games also in Europe and games in Europe. So first one, a game in Norway for a huge game. There were normal matches and Brent friend Ellen Haaland and after social goal, my team friend in Norway, team winning, Ellen Haaland has 35 goals in 38 games. Erling Haaland, unstoppable for the Norwegian side. Very, very important player. Of course, and now England and so Greece away. And what a performance by Abrantia, your friend Noni Madueke. And I think for Noni Madueke, a lot of the Chelsea fans have issues with him because of one, sometimes a little bit lackadaisical, and even me same. Sometimes also it's a little bit difficult for you to not be critical of him. But sometimes too when he's up to it. And I think it was one of his best performances in a very, very long time. He got his first English start for a player. And he went into the game knowing that he can control the game. And from on that right hand side, almost sets up a goal for a branch of friend Oli Watkins. And he takes the ball to the byline. The ball almost goes out, still manipulates the ball, cuts it back, and Oli Watkins. And I think that yesterday, Noni was very, very important. So if you watch Noni's gameplay, he's a winger. For me, the best attribute is the tenacity and then the willingness to consistently enter the box. The box entry is very important. And his 1v1 draws, consistently want to push you with the ball, constantly want to get into the box, consistently want to get onto the end of balls and score. And that's the thing. The winger with the striker mindset, essentially, will be a consistent also do ball in now hurt him. And for such a winger, you don't write them off. Sometimes Noni a little bit like a lackadaisical when they press and something, but even that's near too bad. And sometimes he frustrates all of us, but and now you could tell how much of a quality player Branche friend Noni Madueke and the games by numbers now. About 66 minutes, only 1 assist, 46 touches, 94% pass accuracy, 3 key passes, 1 big chance created, 1 shot on target, 1/2 dribbles completed, and 4/6 ground duels won from Abrantia friend Noni Madueke. One of my favorite players. So and now when you are the man of the match of the day, Abrantia. Your friend of Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones, if you go onto my Twitter, consistently, Makani several times, Curtis Jones is a quality player. What Curtis Jones will do on the ball, a lot of people cannot do on the ball. He is a quality player in that regard. Almost every time, Curtis Jones is very good in both boxes, box to box. And I've said since a lot of times, a lot of my Liverpool friends, like Curtis Jones, for me, the replacement for Gini Ronaldo, box to box, very solid. And now he got a goal as well in his first start for team of friend in England. He was the man of the match, and then Lee Castley obviously was very, very excited about him. I think that for the club conversations, and for the country conversations, for international break conversation, club football. Club football. First of all, see, Barca for your part. And Deco, Laporte, they've gotten the exact manager in Hansi Flick to be coming and then win the La Liga and probably start to take over Europe again. I'll explain to you. Someone said, Deco Akoye interview me in the last 2 days. I trended part. And inside interview, Deco says a lot of things. Now, they want to pick a Q for Madrid for transfer strategy and then pick a P for Chelsea's transfer strategy. Now, I'll explain that also. But one thing, how cunning Deco is. They've brought in Roger Sesini as their goalkeeper to understudy Abrantia friend and Naki Pina, whilst Abrantia friend of Marc-Andre ter Stegen Emperor. Now, he was asked verbatim, so who is the number one goalkeeper at what team my friend Barcelona? I'll say, a non-starter. The number one goalkeeper at FC Barcelona, Abrantia, your friend of Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And he comes back and dons those jerseys, goes straight into the post, and then goes to become our number one. And as I clarity to the number here, and that Xavi, number say they need a clarity in terms of places player saying a BC saying it was very, very worrying. Now Deco leads the charge, and then that's very well. And I hear about Barca, and sometimes in Spain, almost several times I would love the guys in also England to do same. When sporting directors come out to talk. The last time he was Chelsea 2 sporting directors, no stewards, and when Stanley be explaining be Emma Chelsea fans so this is where they were coming from, this is where they are going, that's where they went to get to this and they explained it well. And when Deco speaks, you understand what's the Barca plan. Now, one of the grand plan is say Barca for a left winger. And in that left winger, they are not willing to spend over and above. I'm on the margins on their side. Now, so they wanted Nico Williams on that left wing because Omen himself right and Rafinha a right winger and so they want a natural left winger, something that can keep the weight for them because Rafinha have something that is a little bit unheard of. It's an outlier in terms of the quality of player Rafinha have this season and the numbers is generated. But then again, you can understand because Rafinha is a top player, but they are looking at the long term where they need to get a proper left winger in their team. And it is 2 players on my market. One, still Nico Williams, and 2, Abrantia friend Rafael. They've also have had to speak to Kavice Kvaratskhelia, the agent, to make sure that they get these players. Now, if you have listened, all of these players have contracts that are nearing expiry. Rafael, the contract is very, very close. It may end an expiry. He doesn't have a very, very, very good relationship with AC Milan, especially with coach Paulo Fonseca, and he may want to leave. Victor Kvaratskhelia said the same thing. He never really wanted to play under Antonio Conte. Yes, things are going well at Napoli. But then again, he is somebody that signed a contract extension not too long ago. In a season or two, the contract will end, and they will look to find somebody to come in and then come and play our tournament. Barcelona don't want to spend too much, but almost a left winger. And that left winger no more pen. Omuni said, and Yadia a team one, and Yadia team one, and they would want to make sure say they go away to go and find some, which is very, very important. Of course, there's also talk for Abrantia friend Karim Adeyemi, also from Dortmund, the player Barca for bit Machino on the left wing, one of Nico Williams and Rafael Leao are all players that are going to be there to get the job done. And these are all players that definitely Barca for the best show. And then see, and you know credit. Say Christopher Nkunku Akache agents and Nkunku so free Chelsea. And we have had conversations with people close to Cuba, and almost denying our conversation is Nkunku be free or Nkunku is not going to lead Chelsea. Nkunku has not made any indication. The last time I was saying over here that one of the things a lot of the journalists say and say because they know that Nkunku April 27 or Nini and Nkunku Nubia who want to settle for less into them. They add two and two together, throw it into the public domain because then people will consume it. Right now, Jacobs Ben and Ben Jacobs about Montemakers, it's clearly not true. To my understanding, that Manchester United have made any kind of inquiry. Contrary to some of the reports out here, Nkunku is not leaving Chelsea to go to Manchester United. Nkunku hasn't told Chelsea that he wants to leave Chelsea to go anywhere as it stands now, which is very, very important in terms of what Nkunku wants to do. Chelsea for be Nkunku, and all of us are saying that with time, I think that Nkunku is going to have a place in the Chelsea team. Maybe not today, but as the team grows, as the team gels, Nkunku definitely is going to get a place at our Chelsea team. Now, I was talking about this table. After 11 match days in 2023-2024 season, and after 11 match days in 24-25 season, the disparity and the growth for Chelsea. And I think say Saoche after 11 match days in the 23-24 season, in terms of points, not Chelsea have 11 games, goal difference plus 5, over 15 points, 11 match days. Now, Oshe, the number of teams that maybe not Chelsea, they're not Chelsea at the 10th position. Now, after 11 match days in 24-25, Chelsea have 11 games still. Chelsea actually plus 8 goal difference. I mean, 3 more goal difference and then 19.4 more points, 1 million, 1 draw more for Chelsea Football Club. And then they are 3rd position. And that is how close consistently at the beginning of the English Premier League season. Table no air close. You can go to the top of the table and you get a job done. But wait, what has been the difference in my opinion? I think that Chelsea just have to win the games that they have to win. Now, let me teach you. So Oshes have big games now. There is a notion that Chelsea as it stands now probably haven't gotten to the point where they beat an Arsenal, beat a City, and it's part of the process. But there are certain games. Say we go away to Ipswich Town. So what's any Bournemouth ball. So what's any obi to say some of these teams in English Premier League, Brighton and Mabono, you expected to beat them. So Chelsea from now till January, it means our teams until the next international break in March. It means that Chelsea are literally there. Now, you would want to backtrack a little bit and ask yourself some questions about Chelsea and if they can get these things that one. When it comes to the squad depth, Enzo Maresca seems to have gotten the job done. Almost everybody's fit since the very first time will be a fit, and they are managing the minutes very well. Saying Chelsea ain't an overload of injuries or treatment to the bottom. 2. Say, we share the conversation of the number of games that Chelsea boys the type of games before the last international break week, any the ones that have consequences come up. So the two saying yes, which of these games are more difficult to play? Obviously, Chelsea have played the 2nd or 3rd most difficult set of fixtures since the season began. And the routine and so Jamie Carragher, all of these guys are very critical of Chelsea and Jumana at the beginning when Chelsea were beginning to start the process of buying the club on players, normal talk, squad building. All of these guys were very, very critical of what Chelsea were doing. But today, if you listen to Jamie Carragher, I'll say he was wrong. That he didn't expect them to be this good. And I kept on saying throughout the whole time, say the squad in itself was an excellent squad. What Chelsea needed essentially was a manager that could use the quality that was available to him. So it's my quality, no answer some, no any results as to the kind of things on open so as to send on open so ball. Can he get a result from there? And so when Enzo Maresca came to Chelsea, one of the things that he said, and he said, I have one of the best squads in the Premier League. I have no doubt about that. Okay. Say, in terms of the squad quality, saying any players how good they are. Premier League. There are only a few players a few teams in English Premier League more quality. Saying on only team Chelsea Football Club, and he has no doubt about that. So Chelsea do have the quality. I mean, in Ghanaian parlance, they have the men on the team here, and this is a team that consistently can grow and become better. Now, the big deal, however, is consistency. How did they stay consistent? How does Enzo Maresca chop and change to make sure it's any team, almost every time when you're fresh to get a job done. And then Enzo Fernandez after the team, go for say, look at the game he played against Argentina, or control game like this as a deep line playmaker. Why don't you play him? There is another school of thought that says that Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo double pivot, excellent because Lavia complements Moises Caicedo. So Lavia and Caicedo and Chenya. Lavia, a lot of the first phase ball progression, build ups, and then Caicedo does the box to box. Caicedo would have to press on the top and come, whilst Lavia a certain sex that will clear and mop up in front of the back line for him into a board Chelsea from a defensive point of view. Into a Chelsea as a son, but they need to find a way to play him over there. Of course, Malo Gusto essentially is used as an overload in their right house space. And essentially, Chelsea Pesa overload no be in the final phase of 2 aspects of person occupy. And also some person will the wing no, it's also keep you with the man because on who they say very, very important or that's the thing. Now the only thing I say one thing here, it may be the reason why Chelsea does not get into top 4 anyway. Now, so what you go for baby? Maybe a season about Pedro. People believe that Chelsea can actually compete for the league. In fact, and then also in front of the English Premier League for come on website or if even if you come on Twitter, I'm say English Premier League for now it's a Premier League title race for the title. Chelsea won, Arsenal won, Liverpool won, Man City won. That's essentially the top 4. Essentially talking about teams that was our top 4 and Chelsea you see Moises Caicedo. For Man City you see Erling Haaland. For Liverpool you see Brandt friend Mohamed Salah. And you see Martin Odegaard. For Arsenal. And it tells you that they also do things like Chelsea for me. But you see, for me, winning the English Premier League out because Chelsea did not sign one player, and I said one type of player. Chelsea's inability to sign a box presence player. Now, she game against Arsenal. Pedro Neto whipped in some beautiful balls into the box. And the type of winger Pedro Neto, on the left, on the right, he can create a separation and put in a cross. And if you get him centrally, also he can strike at goal. Indeed, he's a quality winger. Now, if you are talking about a cross or the box, one form of chance creation. Now, Chelsea any box presence. Now, we would say, Nicolas Jackson, any out and out center forward and boxing or you're bullish, you're aggressive, you get onto the end of certain balls, will be making the difference in that regard. No, it is the reason why Chelsea throughout the summer wanted either of Samuel Maradion and as a branch friend Victor Osimhen. Those two profiles are unique profiles. Even for a branch friend of John Duran, Duran will usually be more effective outside of the box, but inside of the box, as a box presence, as an aggressive guy in the box, somebody that win duels in the box, can manipulate balls and turn it around and get goals for you. It's definitely going to be guys like Osimhen. And now Osimhen gets a set and say, but I'm a corner, I'm a cross before so no payment to. That's what Osimhen gives you. That's what he gives you consistently. He will score the chance that he has to score. And then Samuel Maradion. Samuel has gone on to Porto and consistently he's delivering. When Chelsea fans initially did not know the boy, I'm say, oh boy, no, in a Samuel no cronya there, and it's Chelsea better Samu, and then Samu there, and then go for the young crowd by there. They say he's not a good player, but there you are, say unnamed player, you don't write them off. I remember I kept on telling people that it's the profile. Look at the profile. And Nkunku player it's the profile that Chelsea wants, and they wanted a profile of player that could dominate the box, that could be more aggressive in the box. Pedro Neto, somebody will get onto the end of it. But then here Chelsea they are throughout the season. And Kadir Bakar could have probably been a huge difference maker for Chelsea. Chelsea are not getting it, and they don't have that quality in the box. Of course, Jackson is good, but he's not that quality our boxing. And I still think that in terms of the final piece of the puzzle of Chelsea, we're making sure that they build a strong squad. One of the things that will come through how they find such a physical specimen our boxing, especially in the opposing box, either of a branch friend Samuel Maradion more profile maybe, and as a branch friend Victor Osimhen more profile maybe. Very, very important as Chelsea being this kind of player back into their team, and because they would want it, they want it to make sure so many star players our team then they go ahead and then get the job done because Chelsea needs that kind of player of course. That's it. Of course, you will never be ready. We will have Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. I want to see a lot of things there go on. I'll have some few tidbits also for you. Still, as a start, I'm not making Moises Caicedo did not play for Ecuador because he was suspended. He was not a player that played in the game against Ecuador. No, almost suspended. No, of course. What else is there? Of course, I think that we can draw the curtain here. We will be back. We'll have a conversation. We'll discuss that thing. I'm really sorry in the afternoon and in the evening. We'll come back, have a very, very good conversation here on Fiifi Manfred on YouTube. We'll discuss a few things. We'll talk about certain players our team in. We'll talk about the quality of strikers and at Chelsea here. But yes, I'm going to run through the games at Chelsea. after the international break. Now, make us say Chelsea can have some very, very favorable games after the international break. Let me run you through them. One which is very, very important. Of course, I know Deco spoke about Barca players. He spoke about Lewandowski, spoke about Haaland, spoke about Branche friend Rafinha. Barca grand plan. Claire, one of my Branche friend, who Palmer also spoke about it. Cole, as he reviews the frustration over bit part role for England in Euros 2024. Yeah, I was saying that ball no more money, a little bit worried. Chelsea running the risk of losing two of their stars to suspension. Yellow cards now players needed the ornament. It doesn't help at all. Reece in an interview said he wants to lead Chelsea as a legend and nothing else. Also know there. The person who here Chelsea said absolutely as a legend. Yeah, right. Say I do like the way Maresca has blasted people out. He's gone in and been ruthless. Yeah, right. Mourinho have been proven wrong in their thought of Chelsea and how they thought that Chelsea were going to fare as it stands now. Of course, these things are very, very important in terms of analysis. You don't just write teams off just like that. Chelsea has scored more goals at home in 2024 than any other club in the top 5 leagues. 47 goals in 17 matches at home. That's the quality of a brand of Chelsea for when they are playing at home in terms of what they give you on and off the ball. And in their Chelsea here, all time for break on them. Of course, one of the things that we did speak about and said Chelsea home games winning, a little bit questionable this season. They've not won so many at home. They've managed to win a lot of games away from home, but the most difficult games have also come at home. So they need to look at that going forward. After international break, Chelsea everybody Leicester City away at the King Power. Chelsea everybody against Heidenheim. Our conference league name. No, if you have Villa, no away to Southampton, no away to Tottenham Hotspur, no about Astana, no about Brentford, no about Shamrock Rovers, no about Everton, no about Fulham, no about Ipswich, about Crystal Palace, about Bournemouth, about Wolves, about Man City being somewhere in 2025. So very good fixture list for Chelsea, and we'll see how they fare. Until then, see you.